Hey everybody, I'm going to go over if you are brand new to guns and you're thinking about purchasing your first firearm, some things to think about. Before I get to that, thank you for watching this video. If you like the content I'm putting out, please like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, so you're gotten to the point where you want to get a gun or you're interested, you're at least thinking about it. In this video, I'm going to go over some of the things you need to do prior to getting a gun. So, if you're going to be a gun owner, you need to be a responsible gun owner. You should be a responsible gun owner. And one of the things you're going to need to look into are what are your local laws in your city, town, borough, county, state, and then the country you live in. I'm going to focus on America, the United States of America, because that's where I live. Most of this will apply generically across the world, but any specific references are going to be to America. So, some things you need to think about are not all states are created equal in today's day and age. Some places have what's called constitutional carry, so all you need to carry is the gun itself, and that's great. In the state of Alaska, that's where I live. I can carry open carry, concealed carry. Doesn't matter, and I don't need a special permit. As far as local laws, or some places you're going to need a carry permit, which you would have to get from the state or the city you live in. I don't have very much experience with that because I live in a free state, but those are things you're going to have to keep in mind. If you live in places like California, Chicago, New York, a lot of the eastern, northeastern states, the little small ones, New Jersey will have more strict, and they make you jump through more hoops and try to make it harder on you to get the permit that they require for you to carry. The other thing is, where can you carry? Now, even if you live in the most gun-friendly city, state, town, wherever, there's going to be places that, according to the law, you cannot carry. Post offices have historically been those places, but I believe that just got overturned. But check your local laws, check your federal laws. Depending on when you watch this video, all sorts of stuff could have changed. But there's like federal buildings. There's places where you're not lawful to go unless you're authorized to carry in that area. Like you think law enforcement. Law enforcement can carry a lot of places that civilians can't. So that's your homework. If you need to look up, just like Google search gun laws in your area. If you're in a really restrictive place like New York, California, New Jersey, the places like this, it may be worth consulting with an actual lawyer to find out what it is. If you're in a relatively free state, Google search should do it. If there's also things like in California and New York where they have what kind of firearms can you get. California has a roster, so you can only, if you get the permit, you have to get a gun off of their roster. If it's not on the roster, then you can't carry it, or can't. I don't know if it's can't carry it or can't own it. One, both, I don't know. We don't have that in Alaska. If you could buy it, you could carry it. They also have, chances are, if you're in a place and you're buying a gun and they have something where there's a magazine capacity limits, that's how many bullets your magazine that feeds your gun, how many bullets it'll hold. They're not allowed to sell more than that. So that shouldn't be an issue, but I wouldn't just trust the people at the gun store. I would look it up yourself. If it's a real big concern, you're in a real strict state, I would talk to a lawyer, because the people at the gun counter, they're not lawyers, and neither am I. So this is just general, for educational purposes only. Do your own research. So that's your homework. Find out what your local laws are. Are there restrictions? Another example of restrictions was in Florida. I don't know if this has been recently overturned or not, but there was a thing where you could open carry if you were hunting or fishing. So, but you couldn't open carry otherwise. So there was these auditors and stuff. They'd walk around with a fishing pole and say they were going wherever, and there's a bunch of those kind of videos out. I don't know that I necessarily recommend them, but even places that should be Second Amendment friendly might have their own picadillos on what you can or can't do according to the local law. So check with what your local laws are, and come back for the next part in this installment. Hope that helps.